As we move into the month of October, something extraordinary is happening. The air itself feels different, the vibrations are shifting, and those who are spiritually awake can feel it within their bones. This is not just another change of season, it is a change of energy. A moment in time where the universe invites you to release, to let go, to quit what has kept you bound to lower vibrations. And yet, this quitting is not harsh. It is not sudden. It is not forced. It is quiet, subtle, and gentle. Just as autumn leaves fall from the trees without resistance, you too will begin to let go of what no longer belongs to your path. For many people, October will feel like a soft awakening. You will not wake up one morning and suddenly transform into an entirely new person. Instead, you will notice little things shifting within you. Something you once enjoyed will suddenly feel empty. A habit that once brought you comfort will begin to feel heavy. A person you once felt deeply connected to may now feel like a stranger. These are not signs of loss. They are signs of growth. The spiritual path is about becoming lighter, freer, and closer to your true self. You may find yourself slowly losing interest in the endless noise of the world. News that once grabbed your attention may now feel draining. Gossip that once entertained you may now feel toxic. Arguments that once drew you in may suddenly feel like wasted energy. This is because your vibration is rising, and as it does, your soul no longer tolerates what lowers it. You don't have to fight it. You don't have to force yourself to avoid it. You'll simply find it falling away, like a shadow that disappears in the light. In relationships too, October will bring clarity. You may notice that certain connections no longer resonate with your spirit. It's not that you don't care. It's not that you hold anger. It's simply that your energy is changing, and not everyone is meant to walk with you on this part of the journey. This can be painful at first because as humans, we cling to familiarity, to comfort, to people who feel safe. But the awakened soul learns that love doesn't always mean attachment. Sometimes the greatest love is in letting go. And so, you will begin to quietly distance yourself from those who drain your energy while being drawn closer to those who lift you higher. Food, habits, and consumption will also shift. You may suddenly feel less drawn to heavy or processed foods, not because you force yourself to change your diet, but because your body no longer resonates with them. You may notice you don't enjoy scrolling endlessly on your phone the way you once did, because your soul craves presence, not distraction. You may even find yourself spending more time in nature, or enjoying silence in a way that once felt uncomfortable. These are not coincidences. They are the signs of an awakening spirit. And then there is time. How many of us live in the illusion that we must always rush, always push, always achieve more to feel worthy? But October whispers a different truth. You will feel called to slow down, to move at the pace of your soul rather than the pace of the world. You will realize that rushing has never brought you peace, that forcing things has never made them last, that the universe operates in divine timing, and when you align with it, everything unfolds exactly when it should. This shift will feel like quitting the pressure, quitting the race, and stepping into flow. One of the deepest transformations will be around fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being enough. These fears may still show up, but they will no longer control you the way they once did. You'll begin to feel a quiet courage rising within you, a trust that the universe is holding you, guiding you, protecting you. And as fear fades, faith takes its place. You'll notice yourself saying yes to opportunities you once would have avoided, speaking truths you once would have hidden, and choosing love where you once chose safety. This is what it means to awaken to no longer be ruled by fear. The past, too, will begin to release its grip. Many awakened souls carry deep wounds, regrets, and stories that they play over and over again. But October is bringing a new kind of healing. Not the kind that comes with struggle, but the kind that comes with surrender. You'll start to realize that the past does not define you. It taught you, it shaped you, but it does not bind you. You may notice memories surfacing, only this time they don't sting the way they used to. Instead, you see them with new eyes, with compassion, with understanding, with forgiveness. This is the soul's way of saying, you are free now. You don't have to carry this anymore. Perhaps the most powerful shift of all will be how you see yourself. For so long, the world has taught us to doubt ourselves, to criticize ourselves, to believe we are not enough. But slowly, gently, you will begin to quit those old beliefs. You'll start to see your own light. You'll begin to recognize that you are not broken. You are whole. That you are not small. You are infinite. That you are not lost. You are exactly where you need to be. And with this realization comes a new strength, a new self-love, a new connection to your purpose. All of these shifts may not happen overnight. They may unfold quietly, day by day, choice by choice, as October passes. But by the time you look back, you will realize how much has changed. You will see that you have released what was weighing you down. You will feel lighter, freer, more aligned. You will understand that quitting these things was never about loss. It was always about making space. Space for peace, space for love, space for abundance, space for your true self to shine through. October is not asking you to do more. It is asking you to do less, to let go, to release, to trust, to step into the natural flow of your awakening. And as you do, you will discover that everything you thought you needed to hold on to was only blocking what the universe was trying to give you. This is the gift of October for those who are spiritually awake. It is a month of gentle quitting, of sacred shedding, of becoming. And as we move further into this energy of October, you may start to notice how the smallest details of life begin to shift in meaning. Things that once seemed important now feel almost irrelevant, and things you used to overlook suddenly carry deep beauty and wisdom. The awakened soul sees differently. You look at the sky, and it's no longer just the sky. It's a canvas of creation, a mirror of your own infinite nature. You walk in silence, and it's no longer emptiness. It's alive, filled with whispers of the universe. You realize that awakening is not about escaping this world, but about seeing it for what it truly is. This is why the process of quitting the old ways in October is so natural. It is not about punishment. It is not about renouncing life. It is about stepping out of illusion and into truth. And when the truth calls, you cannot resist it for long. Your spirit knows the way, and slowly your body, your habits, your relationships, and even your thoughts begin to follow. Some of you may feel the discomfort of this change, because quitting does not always feel easy. Letting go can feel like losing a part of yourself. You may wonder, if I'm not who I used to be, then who am I becoming? That question can feel unsettling, but the answer is simple. You are becoming who you always were. You are not creating a new self. You are uncovering the true self that has been hidden beneath the noise, the conditioning, the fear. October invites you to trust this process. When you feel the urge to pull away from something, honor it. When you feel called into solitude, listen. When your intuition whispers, don't ignore it. For these whispers are the language of your soul. And in this month, that voice will be louder than ever, not in sound, but in presence. You will just know. You will feel it deep inside. And something else will begin to happen. As you quit the things that no longer serve you, you will notice what begins to replace them. Space never stays empty for long. The silence you create by turning away from noise becomes filled with guidance, creativity, and peace. The relationships you release make space for new souls to enter, ones who are aligned with your higher path. The habits you let go of create room for practices that nurture you: meditation, breathwork, stillness, joy. The energy you once gave to fear and doubt will be reclaimed by faith and purpose. There will be moments in October where you will feel lighter than you ever have before. You may wake up one morning with a sense of peace you cannot explain. You may look at yourself in the mirror and for the first time truly see your light. You may experience synchronicities, numbers, signs, dreams that remind you that you are being guided. These are confirmations from the universe, reminding you that as you release the old, you step into alignment with the flow of creation itself. But you must also know, awakening is not always comfortable. There will be days when the ego resists, when fear tries to pull you back, when you feel the weight of change pressing against you. And in those moments, remember this: you are not failing. You are simply being tested. The universe does not test to break you. It tests to strengthen you, to make sure that what you release fully. And so if October feels like a roller coaster, understand that it is all part of the purification. The fire may burn, but it is burning away only what you no longer need. As the days of October unfold, allow yourself to surrender. Allow yourself to flow with the rhythm of this month. Feel the pull of your soul and follow it, even if it takes you into the unknown. The unknown is not empty. It is alive with possibility. Every time you let go of something that no longer belongs to your journey, you are stepping closer to the miracles that are waiting for you. Remember, too, that you are not alone. This awakening is not yours alone to carry. Around the world, millions are feeling these same shifts. Souls are waking up, hearts are opening, minds are clearing. There is a collective rising happening, and in October, you are part of it. When you feel the struggle, remember that somewhere, someone is walking the same path, shedding the same weights, discovering the same truths. You are connected to them through the fabric of consciousness itself. Together, we rise. So take a deep breath. Feel the energy of this moment. You are standing at the doorway of transformation, and October is the key that opens it. Walk through with courage. Walk through with love. Walk through with trust that everything you release is making space for something far greater to enter your life. And when the month is over, you will look back and realize just how much has shifted. You will see that quitting was not the end of anything, it was the beginning of freedom, the beginning of clarity, the beginning of a deeper connection with your soul. As the days of October continue to move, something else begins to unfold within you. You may notice that the silence becomes more attractive than the noise. Where once you might have reached for constant stimulation music, television, conversations, you will find yourself craving stillness. This silence is not empty, it is sacred. In that quiet, you will begin to hear the voice of your higher self more clearly than ever before. And it will not shout at you, it will not demand, it will whisper. A gentle knowing will rise within you, guiding your steps, showing you what must fall away and what is ready to blossom. The process of quitting the old is not just about releasing things outside of you, it is also about letting go of the patterns within you that no longer reflect who you are becoming. You may notice the inner critic growing softer. That voice that always told you that you were not good enough, not ready enough, not strong enough, will begin to lose its power. Each time it tries to speak, you will feel a deeper voice rising from within, a voice that reminds you of your divinity, of your worth, of your eternal connection to Source. This is the voice of awakening. You will also begin to experience shifts in your dreams. The nights of October may feel different. Dreams may become vivid, symbolic, and meaningful. They are not random. They are the language of your subconscious, releasing old energies, showing you what is being healed, and sometimes even offering glimpses of the future you are walking toward. Pay attention to these dreams, for they are part of the process of letting go. When you wake from them, you may feel lighter, as though you have released something you no longer needed to carry. Relationships will continue to shift during this time. For some of you, this may feel like a season of endings. For others, it may feel like a season of deepening bonds. Whatever unfolds, trust that it is happening for your highest good. Those who are meant to walk with you into this next chapter will stay. Those who are not will drift away. Do not chase. Do not cling. Trust that the universe removes only to make space for what is truly aligned. And sometimes, even the people you love the most must take their own path. Not because there is no love, but because their journey is not the same as yours. You may feel yourself drawn more to solitude, and at first it might feel like loneliness. But as the days pass, that solitude will reveal itself as something far greater. It is in solitude that you rediscover yourself. It is in solitude that you hear the voice of the divine, and it is in solitude that you remember that you are never truly alone, for the entire universe lives within you. October is also a month of realignment with nature. You may feel called to walk more slowly, to notice the leaves changing, to breathe in the crispness of the air. These are not small things, they are reminders. Nature teaches us the wisdom of cycles, the wisdom of release. Just as the trees let go of their leaves without resistance, you too are being asked to let go of what no longer serves you. The tree does not fear the loss of its leaves, for it knows that in time, new life will return. In the same way, your soul knows that every release is making way for rebirth. At times, you may feel emotions rising suddenly, sadness, anger, even tears that seem to come out of nowhere. Do not resist them. These emotions are the final echoes of what you are releasing. As they are surfacing so they can be acknowledged, felt, and released once and for all. The awakened soul does not run from emotions. It embraces them, feels them fully, and then lets them pass like waves returning to the sea. And each time you release, you become lighter. As October continues, you may also find yourself questioning things you never questioned before. Old beliefs, old systems, old ways of living, they may no longer feel true to you. You will begin to sense that truth is not something handed down to you, but something that rises from within. This questioning is not rebellion, it is remembrance. It is your soul remembering that it already knows the truth. And once you remember, you cannot go back to sleep. Perhaps one of the most powerful experiences you will have in this month is the realization that you are connected to everything. The boundaries between you and the world will feel thinner. A sunset may move you to tears. A stranger's smile may feel like a blessing. The wind on your face may feel like a message. These are signs that your soul is awakening to unity consciousness, the knowing that you are not separate from the universe, but an expression of it. And as this realization deepens, you will find that love becomes your natural state. Not the conditional love the world has taught you, but the unconditional love of the soul. Love for yourself, love for others, even those who hurt you, love for the earth, love for existence itself. This love does not need to be practiced. It simply flows when the barriers to it are removed. And October is the month when many of those barriers begin to crumble. So, let yourself rest in this truth. You are transforming not by force, but by surrender. You are quitting what no longer serves you, not because you are weak, but because your soul is strong enough to rise. Every day in October is a step deeper into this new frequency, a step closer to the person you are always meant to be. As October unfolds like a sacred story, the soul learns to listen more closely. You may begin to notice the signs the universe is placing before you, numbers repeating on clocks, feathers on your path, synchronicities that seem too perfect to be coincidences. These are not random. They are confirmations. They are the whispers of the divine saying, asterisk, yes, you are on the right path. Yes, you are awakening. Yes, you are shedding what no longer serves you. Asterisk, the deeper you move into this energy, the more you will realize that quitting the old ways is not about loss. It is about remembering who you are. Every attachment you release is like a veil being lifted, revealing the brilliance of your soul. And though the ego may resist, though it may cling to what is familiar, your higher self knows that the only way to fly is to let go of the weight that has kept you grounded in fear. October may bring moments when you feel stripped bare, as if everything you once depended on is being taken away. But in truth, nothing essential can ever be taken from you. The love that is eternal, the peace that is your birthright, the light that lives in your heart, these cannot be lost. What is being removed are the illusions, the false identities, the chains that never belong to you. And when they fall away, you discover the freedom that was always within you. You may feel called to spend more time in meditation or simply in stillness, not because someone tells you to, but because your soul craves that connection. In these moments of stillness, entire worlds open up. You may feel the presence of guides, angels, or ancestors who walk with you. You may feel an overwhelming sense of oneness, as if you are dissolving into the fabric of existence. These are not fantasies. They are glimpses of truth. They are reminders that you are more than this body, more than this mind, more than this temporary life. You are eternal spirit, having a temporary human experience. And as this truth deepens, you begin to quit the struggle. The struggle to control everything, the struggle to prove yourself, the struggle to make life bend to your will. Instead, you learn to trust, to flow, to move with the current rather than against it. And in that surrender, life begins to open in miraculous ways. Opportunities appear, doors open, synchronicities align, all because you are no longer fighting the flow, but dancing with it. There will be days in October when this shift feels exhilarating, as if the universe itself is carrying you. But there may also be days when it feels heavy, when the process of letting go feels painful. On those days, remember that transformation is not always gentle. Sometimes it requires the breaking down of the old so the new can rise. Do not resist these moments. Instead, breathe into them, allow them. Trust that they are part of the greater design. For the butterfly cannot emerge without the cocoon dissolving. And in the same way, your soul cannot rise without the old self falling away. You may find your desires shifting as well. Things you once thought you wanted may no longer matter. Success, recognition, possessions, these may begin to lose their shine. Instead, you will find yourself drawn to experiences that nourish your soul. Peace, authenticity, truth, connection. You will realize that real wealth is not in what you own, but in how deeply you are aligned with your soul. And this realization will change everything. As October deepens, you will feel the presence of gratitude rising within you. Not the kind of gratitude that is forced or performed, but the kind that flows naturally from the heart. Gratitude for the small things, for the air in your lungs, for the sunlight on your skin, for the people who love you, for the lessons you've learned, even for the struggles that shaped you. Gratitude becomes your prayer, your meditation, your offering to the universe. And in that vibration of gratitude, more blessings begin to flow toward you. By the final days of October, you may look back and realize just how much has shifted. You may not even recognize the person you were at the beginning of the month. The habits, the fears, the doubts, the attachments, you will see how they slowly dissolved, how they no longer hold the same power. And in their place, you will see a stronger you, a freer you, a truer you. This is the gift of October. It is not just a season of letting go, but a season of becoming. So let this month be your sacred practice. Wake each morning and ask, what is my soul asking me to release today? And when the answer comes, do not resist it. Trust it, honor it, allow it. For every release brings you closer to your light. Every surrender brings you deeper into your truth. Every letting go brings you higher into your awakening. Remember, you are not simply quitting things, you are returning to yourself. You are stepping back into alignment with your essence, your purpose, your eternal connection with the divine. And as you do, you will discover that the world itself begins to reflect your inner shift. Life becomes lighter, love becomes deeper, joy becomes easier, and peace becomes your natural state. This is the journey of October, a journey of quitting what was never truly you and embracing the brilliance of what you have always been. Walk this path with courage. Walk it with love. Walk it with the knowing that you are guided, supported, and cherished by the universe. For in truth, you are not just awakening, you are remembering.